All right.
That's a sexy ass beat.
It is. Shout out to Sophie. At the same time, this sounds like it could be on like a dope ass western.
It really could be.
Or some shit in New York. No, now don't.
The drop. I want to change time errors and shit.
But welcome to the NWO podcast, the Nerd World Order podcast. It's the podcast that is just too sweet. I'm your boy Big Mike, aka the Black HBK. Here with me as always.
It's your boy Dougie Fresh, aka Trippy Hendrix.
And this your boy Q. I just go by a nigga named Q.
It's the panda. It's the panda
And
himself.
the panda.
It's the panda
I
himself.
fucks with Panda Express, so I'm gonna go with the panda.
Okay.
It's
Fuck
the
it.
panda. It's
I
the
like that.
panda.
It's the NWO podcast, man. Just everything wrestling, pop culture, nerd culture, TV shows, movies, everything, comic books, whatever.
All of that.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm so geeked about today's episode. It's our first episode. It's the pilot.
episode.
This is so dope. This is so dope. Get
Yeah.
to talk about geek shit and nerd shit
So,
with the homies.
since it's a nerd podcast, Doug. So what got you into the nerd culture?
Dog, I've been a nerd my whole life. A nerd / geek. I used to collect. What's the difference?
What is the difference between a nerd and a geek?
The way I see it, I necessarily really don't know.
I think
one is more acceptable than the other. I think maybe to be a nerd is more acceptable than a geek. Maybe.
Yeah, because
I'm trying to think of like as we like us coming up like in high school and type shit, like when they used to call those two names, like which one was actually like not that bad.
But I was cool with everybody though. So it was like,
yeah,
bro. But I think
I was with the jocks, but I was at the crib watching wrestling. So
it's
like
hard, like bro, like niggas be doing the most, and like nigga, and then at one point,
but you know what's fucked. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
but you know what's fucked up though. You find out later in life that niggas that used to make fun of niggas for watching
was
wrestling
watching it the whole time.
was watching
watching
that shit.
wrestling
Yeah,
the whole
facts.
time.
Big facts.
Was
Big
watching
facts.
wrestling the
Oh,
whole.
okay.
You want
A
to talk
lot
shit
of- a
about me
lot of
because
the
I'm watching
shit-
WrestleMania, nigga?
A lot of the shit that they used to clown niggas for, they was doing that same shit, or they started doing that shit later.
Like on
And
what?
it- yeah,
Pokemon Go. Like, on
yeah,
what? That's
Pokemon
what we on.
Go.
That's what we on now.
Niggas clowning niggas about Dragon Ball Z.
That's why the shit popping now because
Yeah.
everybody getting on it.
That
late
shit
or,
popping,
you know what
and
I'm
then niggas
saying?
like, damn, like.
I remember that shit.
So does that mean it's more acceptable to be a geek now? Because technically, like, what is a geek?
Yeah, I guess I don't know, bro, because it's two different kind of. I feel like it's two different terms, bro. It's like
I gotta
a
hit
geek,
up Google
like
right now.
like personality
I'm
wise,
gonna I gotta get the. Yeah, go ahead with the
and
personality.
then it's like a geek, like how can I describe it? Like book smart wise, maybe.
But wouldn't you still be a nerd and be book smart? Could you be a nerd and be book smart?
I think a nerd is more into like the comic books and the graphic novels. You know what I'm saying?
And I heard,
Because-
and they used to
Right.
like call
In the
niggas
books.
nerds that wasn't smart back in the day.
Hey,
That's true.
yeah, but listen. Okay, so this is what Wikipedia calls a geek.
Okay,
The word geek is a slang term originally used to describe eccentric or non-mainstream people. But everything is mainstream now, so it is not mainstream.
that's true. That's very true. Cause it's like the shit that wasn't that popping back in the day is popping now, and
Yeah.
everybody on that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Because comic book movies growing up, like, they were cold, but not like this.
To me, it's like Bloods and Crips. It's like they got the same goal. Just just nerd shit. Just comic books, movies. It's like it's geeks and nerds. That's just they one in the same. I think they one in the same. It just depends on which word you like better.
Shout out to Diggs. Shout out to Diggs with the audibles.
This for to kick my ass.
With
My
the
fault.
out here.
audibles.
He
My
out here
fault.
calling the
My fault,
plays.
Diggs. I'm sorry.
Diz Belichick.
Kick my ass.
Diz Belichick.
That man came out like, yo, you get your face in that mic right now.
You get your face
That
in the
nigga
mic,
was-
Get
son.
your face in that
Get
mic.
my
You
face in
don't
the
move.
mic, son.
That nigga was cutting the steak. Like, ain't you on the paleo diet, nigga? Like,
Yo,
nah,
I'm finna
bro.
cut this
like,
right now.
Like, hold on, fam.
Nigga gonna cut us off.
You can't eat steak on the paleo?
You can't eat steak on a paleo.
So that's why you got on the paleo diet. Touche, bro.
Can't eat-
Touche.
Can't eat cheese.
Okay, well,
But he can eat
John, what
steak.
about you? What got you into the nerd/geek realm?
Bro, I like TV. And like, so, I mean, it was comic books and all that shit. And I probably wasn't the coldest with reading the comic books, but just like,
Getting comic books though, I used to get them all the time.
bro, I would peep them, but like,
I would definitely
I would,
pop them open once in a while.
I would usually end up peeping them like at the library.
What was
Like,
what was your first comic?
My first comic it would have been Batman, the original series.
Oh, that was my shit. The TV show was my shit too.
Yeah, that Batman, the original series would have been my first comic. I think that's
Okay.
why Batman was one of my favorites.
My first comic book was. Excuse me, I just burped. That was mad rude to me. But my first comic book came at an early age. I stayed on the south side and right on Forest Home, like 27th and Forest Home. There's this little comic book store. Got my first comic book from there. My dad had a locksmith shop like a block away. I used to walk there. Got my first comic book from there at like the age of 6. It was a Spider-Man comic book.
That was my first comic book. Spider-Man. That was my first comic book.
Spider-Man was probably.
I think that's why
some
he's
of
one of
the-
my favorites.
He's probably some of the best comic books. I like
Mhm.
that was of course that wasn't my first, but I did read Spider-Man comics, and those are probably like some of the best ones. To give it a buck, compared to any other hero.
Yeah, I didn't get into DC
mean-
until like my teenage years.
I don't even like. I hate to like be that guy, but I really don't like DC heroes. But they villains, like nobody can top their villains.
Yeah, true. I guess you do got a point there.
Like I mean,
The movies just don't do him justice. 'Cause
The
the
movies
movies
don't.
They
The
don't.
movies is trash.
They don't.
hey,
But I can't
like,
lie. I like the Batman vs Superman. I like Man of Steel, and I actually kind of sort of like Justice League.
The
It wasn't like
animated
good,
movies are
but it was
better.
like, oh no, the animated movies is way better.
Way
like
better.
they need
Like,
to
the
just stick
killing-
with that.
the killing
Bro,
joke-
if they need to just put all of they big bank into those animated movies, bro.
Into the
That's
animated-
where
no doubt.
I'm telling you, bro.
Into the Spider-Verse has started a new realm.
Oh yeah, because that shit
Bro,
was
Into the Spider-Verse was
a
so
different
that
breed in
cool.
itself.
That was
Like, that
such
shit was
an
cold.
amazing
That's just
movie.
bro. I hope it had to start a wave, bro.
It definitely,
Got to.
bro, for the
Got to.
culture and for everything, just in general,
Yeah.
like for both sides of the culture. You know what I mean?
Okay, not to change, but since we was talking about DC animated movies, what is your favorite DC animated movie?
Oh, yo, I can tell you right now. Hold on, I gotta remember it, bro.
Hands down, mine is Flashpoint, Justice League Flashpoint.
Okay, I give you that. I think I'm going with right now off the top of my head is Killing Joke. Then it might be
I like Killing Joke. Killing Joke was dope. But no, I like the Dark Knight Returns, part 1 and part 2. Though that was dope when they had the female Robin.
yeah.
I liked that. It was like
Yeah.
Robin Kelly or some shit. I liked
Then
that. That
there's-
was dope.
The Death of Superman. They just released that on Blu-ray,
I still ain't seen that.
Bro.
I still
Batman
haven't
vs
seen it.
Robin was my favorite.
bro. The Death of Superman is like what
Batman vs Robin.
Batman vs Superman should have been.
Yeah, true.
Like hands down, like they should have just went with that.
It just kept it going. On what? It just kept that shit going.
Like
fuck
I
it.
wouldn't even care if they was jumping back and forth between animated and live action. You know what I mean? Like, like that'd be straight. Like,
Is that possible?
fuck
Like, can you do live action and animated in the same universe?
Nigga,
Like,
if your transition smooth
Think
enough,
of-
you can
think
do whatever
about-
the fuck you want.
Hey, no, think about
no, because you do all the cold shit
Brendan
and the
Fraser,
animated shit.
Brendan Fraser in the Looney Tunes movies.
That's
Okay. Yeah, I give you that.
Looney
No,
Tunes-
but okay, but that's more comedy. Can you? I'm talking about like action superhero shit. Can you still pull that off?
What about
And it'll like actually look good and make sense.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, facts.
Action.
Roger Rabbit.
Action.
Yeah, he snapped. Okay.
But it wasn't.
Touche.
I guess it wasn't as much action. It's like a. So I don't know if it'll be different if it's like an actual like DC Marvel, movie.
Right.
Ah,
So I don't know, but I know it'll be dope. I mean, if you get the right creators, bro, you can.
you can
It-
damn,
it's
you can do
possible.
anything.
Yeah.
You
it's
can
true.
really do
It's
anything
possible.
today.
Yeah. All
There
right,
was a
well-
movie that was shot all in first person. Like it was just
Oh yeah, that was what was the name of it?
hardcore Henry.
Hardcore Henry.
Yes.
Yep, that was dope. Hardcore Henry. You think they gonna do a sequel?
I don't know because now I don't think it did that well.
What was the one that just came out with the it was like the artificial intelligence. I don't know if it's AI.
Alita?
The dog.
No, when it was implanted in dude's head and dude, he was the thing was controlling him and shit. He was fucking everybody up.
I ain't see that. What is that?
Upgrade is upgrade. Upgrade. I think it's called Upgrade.
Damn. I don't know. I had to.
Y'all
look
ain't
that
seen
up.
Upgrade. Upgrade is so dope,
I
bro.
didn't
I had
see
to look it
Upgrade.
up.
Nick, hold on. Let me. Can I use my phone on here, Meech? Oh, sorry.
We getting out
shit
the
don't be done.
Yeah.
we getting out the kinks, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, I'm finna let this shit up. Upgrade. I swear y'all seen this shit, bro.
But I mean, so like, how do I want to
See, look, y'all seen this shit before. Look,
When was so? If we go back to animated movies, what was the first animated one y'all saw? Can y'all remember?
Pokemon.
that was the first animated movie you saw.
That's the first one I can remember. Are we talking about like what are we talking
We're
Like
about?
talking
in,
about,
like in
like-
general, like
like
movies or TV
superhero.
shows. Oh no,
Nah, yeah.
I'm about to
The
say,
original-
I
the
see
ori-
where you going, but we.
I'm about to say what are we talking about?
mine
Like,
was the original Superman cartoon. It's from like the 70s or something. Like the old cartoon that used to come on TV.
Man, well, I can't remember my first movie, but I do remember one of my first and favorite series was Batman, but when he was like black and red.
That's
can't
Beyond.
remember.
Batman Beyond.
Yeah, Batman
Yeah, that
Beyond
was my
was
shit, too.
so
Like, I think his
hard,
name was like
bro.
Terry McGinnis or some shit.
Oh my goodness,
my
dog!
dude.
That was my
the
favorite.
old
one.
Bruce Wayne.
Yes,
Yep,
that was my
dude. Oh,
favorite
what?
one. Dog, Batman Beyond.
That was my shit.
I don't know too many other shows or seasons that top that.
But classics, bro. Just Batman, the animated series was just in a whole nother level. That shit was just cold. Like
Yeah.
I like they Joker. Harley Quinn was made specifically for that show.
dog.
And then look how famous and popular she became just off that TV show.
Dude, speaking of Harley Quinn, what they're doing with the TV show Gotham right now is so dope.
Oh, they got her in there?
Harley Quinn has been in there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just wasn't that evident in the beginning.
Nah, but now it's like,
Yeah.
oh man, it'd be giving me like flashbacks to the cartoon. Like they
What?
scenes be so nice.
I heard what was going on with the Joker incident. It was like some type of thing going on with the Joker.
So like they started off with one character. It's the same dude, but he playing two characters. They started off with one character. His name is Jerome. And he had a nice backstory, and like he was from the circus and everything. Always they had him playing out to be a clown and all this,
Okay.
and it was cool. It reminded me of like the Killing Joke story.
Type
I'm like,
shit.
all right, cool, smooth, and he like started to blossom. Like he really started to blossom as what I assumed would have been the Joker.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And like they even went around and did the one where Joker lost his face and he stapled it back on. They did
Yes.
that storyline.
Yes.
And like I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you know, this is our Joker.
Oh, what
Yeah.
the-
And then they killed him.
Damn, for real?
They outed him, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, who offed him? Who offed him? Spoiler alert, who offed him? I don't know how
Spoiler
far y'all into the show.
But his brother, I do believe, if I remember properly, his twin brother,
Oh, it was
his twin brother.
Oh, that's dope.
who then
Plot twist. That was like an M. Night Shyamalan
Yeah.
twist. That's
so
so
who
cold.
then has now started to blossom into what I assume now
It's going to be the Joker.
is the Joker.
Okay.
He now has the purple
That's dope.
suits.
Yeah.
He got the white face and the red lips. Is like, you know what I mean? The ha 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 is imprinted everywhere.
What? That's
So,
what's up.
It's just
Okay.
I likes it. I fucks with it.
Have y'all gotten the DC app? No, wait. It might not be the DC app.
That streaming service?
Yeah.
No, I ain't fucking with it.
Because
I don't know.
I've been meaning to get it, but I just haven't yet. But apparently they have like a bunch of shows on
'Cause
there.
that's where like Titans
Yeah.
and all that
Yeah,
shit is
and
on.
See, I watched Titans. I think I watched maybe the first 2 or 3 episodes of Titans.
How was it?
It was decent, bro, but it starts off so slow. Like, okay, when I watch hero stories, like I want to see the origin, you know, how they met and how it happened, but I don't want you to take forever on that shit. Like, and they
Get straight to the point.
Yeah, like their origins was
Skip the
those
foreplay.
3 episodes I watched was just about them meeting.
Stop
And
teasing
they,
me.
Okay.
Yeah, and they still hadn't all met each other yet. And I was like,
teasing
bro,
me. I just
I'm
want it all.
sorry. Yeah, like this is really dope. I'm sorry, bro, but I don't want to spend this much time on this. Like, get to some real shit.
Yeah, that's how I felt about Marvel Runaways.
Yeah.
Like, it
Runaways. Now, Runaways did start off slow, but did you
I
finish?
No.
I didn't finish it. I actually watched it because
Bro,
my girl was into
I'm
that show.
telling you. Okay, look. Now, I'm telling y'all. Now, it do start off